Hello and welcome to a new video. And no, this is not one of those get my life together in 2026 kind of videos. I do believe that hustling and being as productive as we can be is a good intention for certain periods in our lives, but also it inevitably leads to a creative burnout and emotional draining. So I want to plan for my sanity first and only then the actual task that I won't even remember in a few years. And by the way, if we have never met before, hi, my name is Marina, I'm a multi-passionate person trying to navigate through adulthood with a strong Virgo energy. So today I will show you how I plan my life for 2026 in a way that doesn't make me hate myself mid-month. So if it sounds like your cup of tea, please grab a drink and let's keep rolling. So we're gonna start with the actual physical paper notebook first, just because to me that's the fun part. It's about the things that I do want to remember, and that's something that I'm excited to feel in every single day. Because I do believe that depending on complexity and importance of certain things, the solution for planning is a combination of things, not just one particular instrument that will help you reach the goal. So we're gonna touch on to-do list and work stuff and all-night planning and reminders and everything in between, but a little bit later in this video. But if you wanna skip to that part, timestamps in description down below, you know the drill, no pressure. If you think about it, we don't really want to remember tasks, everyday, mundane, boring adult things that we just don't really want to do, but we have to. Like, do you ever flip through old to-do lists? Yeah, me neither. So that's why I want to start with this. I'm kind of proud of myself everyday notebook, and I want to be clear, most of the trackers that I'm using is very much inspired by the creator Little Birdie Canada, and I do not take any credit for copying this creator ideas. I will link their social media down below so you can check out their Etsy shop or other social media pages. I don't want to say that it's mine, but it works for me. That's why I want to talk about it. So we have, of course, the cover page. It's simple and basic. And then the first page is Rate My Day. It's like the year in pixels, but I rate my days from 1 to 10. Year in pixels is more about the tracking of mood and sensations, and I like to use mood trackers for that monthly. And this I want to just keep simple and basic from 1 to 10. That's as simple as that. Also, I like to track stress and energy that I had this day. And for some reason, like weather and temperature log, you doesn't have to do that. I just enjoy that. Also, Shark Week, if you have it, you can track that too. And I added YouTube log. And the best part is that based on your interest, you can tweak and change those trackers so they would match your lifestyle and they would make sense personally to you. And also, if you're multi-passionate like me, I have to remind you, we like varieties. So don't forget to switch color theme from one page to another. And probably that's why, for no reason at all, I track my stress with colorful pencils rather than markers. Like on the other pages, it just happened and I love that. It's just fun. Again, for no reason at all. So following the same logic, I've made this YouTube tracker, and this tracker exists so I can see the amount of work I put in. This is important to me to see what I'm constantly doing towards my goal, because otherwise I tend to tell myself that I'm not doing enough. But just look at that. From the beginning of the year, I've had like maybe 10, 12 skip days. And that's what is important about this whole system. Your habit trackers, charts, and logs should inspire you, not disappoint you. They should make you feel proud and not behind. And for multi-passionate people, again, this is very important because we tend to judge ourselves when we're jumping from one thing to another and not committing to one idea long term. And by tracking our activities, we can see that actually we are doing a lot. And if you don't have your stable hobbies, core yet, you can track just the direction that you're feeling connected to. It could be sports or some crafts and arts or research and reading books and stuff like that. The main goal is that you want to see what you're feeling excited about and what makes you curious about life, and you just put it on the paper, and you can see that actually you're doing more than enough. And as an example, I don't know, maybe that's too much, but I am too much when it comes to tracking. And while we are on the topic of gamification, our life, and looking for sources of interest, I want to explain to you my new end screen for videos. So to be completely honest, I just want to brag for a bit because I've been working on this for the past few weeks. And it's very simple. I just want to track in every video how much I did multipassion activities and my playfulness when I go against my perfectionist nature, and to celebrate self-commitment and self-care. And we will add XP with each video, and when the bar will be filled, I will reward myself and we will level up. Also, I just want to track my sub-goal situation because it mentally helps me to see that I'm growing somewhere. Also, I have the idea with this little cute animal on the bottom of end screen. If you're familiar with stream avatars on Twitch, it's kind of the same idea. I just want to add the little creatures with the name tags of the people who commented on a past video. Right now, I don't have that many comments, so it's very convenient, I guess. If and when my channel will grow, I probably will involve and change this idea, but for now, I feel like it's very cute. And I hope that it will be as fun for you as it is for me. And that's all with trackers in the beginning of the notebook, and now we are flipping to the first monthly cover. Of course, it's January, and I did not draw that. Again, I'm gonna be honest and clear, I cannot draw. Unfortunately, I can't. So I have found this drawing on Pinterest and just traced it. Again, I don't see any harm here because I'm not selling this. I'm not telling you this is my art. I'm just using something that makes my journal pretty, so that's okay. And also I have this sticker dividers for each month. I really like them. There's like a gold embossing right here, and for some reason the light turned off. Oh yeah, the battery has died. Well, okay, what's new? I like this gold embossing on this sticker. It's really cute, and when the notebook is closed, it's really elegant in some way. I don't know. So now we have a mood tracker, and that's more specific than rate my day, and it's about how the month actually felt. On the same spread, I track sleep because sleep is sneaky. I've tried different techniques and methods and instruments to track my sleep, but I hated pretty much all of them. And this thing, for some reason, works for me. It's simple, straightforward, and it will make you notice patterns in your sleep behavior. As you can see, I'm not good at it, but at least I'm aware of it. Okay, flipping the page, and here is monthly junk. This is also a difficult one for me because you have to remember to collect little pieces of junk every single day and glue them in. I love the idea and how it looks once it's done, but it's really hard, so I'm giving myself another chance to try this one more time. And the beauty of the monthly trackers and stuff like that, unlike the trackers that in the beginning of the journal that is gonna stay here until the end, if you hate it, you can skip it next month. And I'm gluing down those squares in the shape of something that associating with the current month. So it was a Christmas tree in January. It's heart shape in February, and if you have any ideas what I should do for March, leave them in the comments down below. I use this little hole punch in the form of square, and it speeds up the process very much. Right next to it, another page by Little Birdie Canada. It's called Adulting Tetris. You feel it like a Tetris field, self-explanatory. Each shape represents a grown-up task like laundry, making a bed, cooking, taking vitamins, eating healthy, and so on and so forth. In December, it was fun while testing, but in January, I hated it because I've made too many lawn shapes and chose a boring color palette with very similar colors, so it became very difficult to make it look balanced. But I fixed it in February and now I really like how it looks. So my main advice to you, how to implement those systems in your life and how to adapt them to your own routine, is to be mindful and analyze which tasks you do the most, which are rare, and which colors you're gonna choose so they would complement each other and won't be repetitive at the same time. And the fun part is also that you can invent your own shapes for complex tasks, but I do not recommend having more than 15 shapes because this system is more like a variation of a habit tracker, not a way to fixate on everything in every moment. And it's more about the general sense of accomplishment, not I have to do everything at the same time. And when the field is complete, you can reward yourself and buy something cute or go someplace nice, or maybe something bigger. It depends on the difficulty of your tasks and how much time it's going to take you to fill this in. Then next to each other, I write highlight of the day and gratitude. Often if you write one, the other one comes naturally, but it's still a tricky part for me because I'm very critical. Again, I'm very Virgo. I'm still trying. I'm not writing this down every single day just when I feel like it, but having it in the beginning of each month between my other trackers really helps. So it's a good practice and I want to get better at it. And the next one, this is my personal invention that I'm kind of really proud of. It's a pixel chart of my multipassion activities. Here how it looks right now, but in the beginning of the year when I initially had an idea, I just wanted to see how many multipassion activities I do and how active I am in general, but I quickly realized that I also want to track rest. So now this tracker has two sides, enjoyable effort and rechargeable pleasure. So not as a reward, but as a part of a daily routine. This helps me not to feel bad in the days when I'm sick or busy and stuck at work and just have low energy. I don't know, it somehow works mentally, but I don't want to see empty days. They makes me feel like a loser, and I want at least one square to be filled. Because life is not linear, and as soon as your energy drops, you are not doing as great as before, guilt shows up, and you start forcing yourself to keep up with all against your own will. That's why I have these easy tasks that I can do every single day. For example, if I'm filling in this notebook, that's already enough to mark the square with orange color. Or if I'm watching an episode of a TV show, which I do almost every single day, that's pink square on the other side. So it really helps me mentally, and if you're multi-passionate yourself, please try this out. And also I really like this layout chess kind of a thing that I came up with. It just happened accidentally, but I really like it because again it adds variety in the whole system of tracking things in my life. The only thing that I don't like is that I messed up the colors in February. They are too dark, again too similar comparing to January. But this is not a title pages and I can change them next month. So we don't have to be so critical about those kind of stuff. It just has to be fun as everything that we do in life, everything creative. At least. And after my monthly trackers, I just journal normally through the month, and I use stickers with dates. They make the process easier and help visually separate one day from another. Also, I use these cute stickers just to make the process more pleasant and beautiful. And in the end of my notebook, I have color palette swatch of all of my markers and separate charts for my title tracker, so I won't forget which colors I used. The most usable colors I just write down lightly here with pencil, so I don't have to flip through back and forth every single day. On the back of this notebook there is a little pocket where I keep all the junk, for example more stickers and rulers and things to help me organized trackers and photos. I actually waited for a photo printer to make this video because I wanted to start printing photos from January. And when it finally came, I tried to glue in the photos directly into the journal, and I didn't like that because they are too thick. Although I saw this life hack online that you can peel off the back of the photo, and I still don't like how it looks on the pages because I don't write every single day and photos don't always match with journal dates. And yeah, I had an idea to make a separate photo album, but I'm not happy with the quality of these photos. So right now I'm just mentioning it like an idea because this is about the memories you want to keep, as well as this notebook. And now we're switching to boring part, to the things that has to be done and to-do list and stuff like that. For daily mundane tasks, I like to use paper to-do lists like these ones or these ones, because what's written on a small paper notes doesn't feel so overwhelming. It's more like, oh, it should be done, but it's not the most important thing in the world. Like household stuff and editing notes, and in the end of the day, when it's over, you're just throwing it away and you don't want to remember those stuff. And now we are done with the physical forms of tracking stuff, and let's go to my computer so I will tell you about my online planning. And here could be like a shameless cool transition to an ad or affiliate links, but nobody paying me for anything, so I'm gonna speak from my heart. Yes, I used Notion previously and I enjoyed it, but because of the sanctions in Russia, I had to switch to buildin a few years back. And it's also not perfect, everything has its pros and cons, but for the most part, the free version covers everything I need because I use a very simple template. And I'm gonna leave in description down below the template for built-in and Notion as well, so you can use the one that's more convenient to you. But let's go through that piece by piece. We have the highlights of the month, so it's self-explanatory. If you have some important dates, birthdays, appointments, or specific things that has to be done this month, like for example paying taxes, you can put it right here. And then we're going to weekly log. Again, here's the cover picture just to set up a mood. You can change it if you want to. I also like to add this GIF animations as an icon of the page because to me it's uplifting for some reason. And next we have a title of the page. I name it specifically with numbers of the dates that included in this week. If it does make sense, like for example, Monday is 2nd of July, Tuesday is 3rd of July, and so on and so forth. So when we open sidebar and if we want to plan way ahead this month, we can see all the dates. Like for example, we have some plans for 22nd of July. So we can write it right here and then go back to the week we're currently in. I also like to add it to favorite like the current week, so I have the fast access to it. This system is pretty simple, so here is some motivational quote and most used emojis. I like to put emojis before my task because it feels more fun and playful, and not so serious. And also I like to use colors, and I like to have my tasks in a bold font. Just again, it's more like a game, not like a serious thing that has to be done. It mentally helps me, you do you. But on top of this page, we have highlights of the week, the tasks that has no specific date and time. For example, I want to meet a specific friend, but we have no plans yet. But when we will have them, I can drag and drop. And that's the beauty of online tools for planning. You can switch, change dates, text, whatever it is. If I don't finish the task this week, I can use this error to transfer it to the next week, and then I will write down it right here, next week plans. It's almost as simple as you see, it's self-explanatory. And the only thing that I want to mention is that this divider divides work-related tasks and personal tasks. But because I don't have to work on weekends, thanks God, here this divider divides Saturday and Sunday. And that's basically it. I also like to add some cute symbols on the top, depending on the top where the name of the day of the week, depending on which season it is. Like, for example, here is my summer symbols. Here is some winter symbols. Also, if you have vacation or day off, I can also write it right here. And it looks in Notion completely the same. I've been using this layout for the past 7 years or so, so I encourage you to try it. Just try it, maybe you would like it too. But if you have any suggestions for apps or other instruments, maybe there's other tools that works also like magic, so I'm curious to know. And also, if any of the things that I talked about today was helpful to you in any shape or form, I would really appreciate it if you write a comment and let me know, because it would mean a world to me, without a doubt. And I will see you very, very soon. But until next time, stay cozy, curious, and crafty. Bye-bye! Чусики!